All right, let's do a quick update of the markets. I think I'm going to focus on FTSE because FTSE is the only one that's really quite interesting to me so far. But let's do a very quick overview of all the others. We see they're gearing up to turn, right? And FTSE, let's read FTSE. So we have this push up, and then this big push up. Now, whether it's this, then this, it really doesn't matter. We just know we have this big push up. And what I am now anticipating from this move up is a pullback. We have this move down, but I really don't think it's that. I don't know. I'm not convinced enough to trust it just yet. I say that to say, when a pullback for this move, I kind of wanted to see something more direct, as in a bigger push down. Whereas this is moved down quite slower than I would have liked, which makes, and also there hasn't been enough time yet that has gone by. It's come down deep enough, right? But there hasn't been enough time that's gone by for me to say, okay, this we can look as a pullback. Although it could be. I'm not ruling it out just yet. What I am thinking is that, okay, so even if this is a push up and we now have this as a pullback, on this time frame, it's not ready yet to make a move down. So I'm anticipating at least one more push up, right? So I'm thinking on this time frame, there isn't much to do just yet because things haven't, the sell hasn't set up yet, and the buy, there isn't a signal strong enough for me to look at this as a buy on this time frame. And it's a bit messy to read it because, for one, I'm looking at this move up and I'm thinking, okay, is this the first push back to this move up? And if it is, I can kind of anticipate at least one more push down, because this isn't deep enough and not enough time has gone by for me to say, okay, yeah, this is a pullback to this push up. It's not a read I'm going to take. I don't have a read essentially on this time frame. Whereas on this time frame, there is something more interesting, because we're looking at all of this as a push down. We have a pullback, and I'm anticipating one more push down and eventually a push upwards. Let's go into the hourly. So in the hourly, again, we have this push down, which I'm anticipating to happen soon. Most likely this push down is going to happen this week, because we have this push down, and now what I want to see is a nice curve upwards. If I get a push past this level, it'll be a sign that, yeah, depending on how it comes up, but it could be an opportunity to take this down one more time, potentially going past this level. So I'm still going to use this line as an area. Yeah, there's something happening for both the sell, immediate sell, and the longer term buy, longer term being the daily. But the daily, I don't think the buy is going to be this week. So you can kind of just forget the daily for now and just stick to the 4-hourly and hourly, because on the hourly it's quite clear we have this waiting for an opportunity to take it down one more time, at least to this level, potentially going down even more. On the 4-hourly, I'm seeing one of two things. Either we're gonna have another push down which is stronger than this guy, and if that was the case, I think we're very likely to break this level and make a lower low. If, on the other hand, this push down either stops or ends round about here, then this push down will be weaker than this push down. And if that were the case, what we'll be seeing is a nice fading out of the sellers for the buyers to come in. I think one or the other. It's a bit hard to tell right now. What is for sure is we're going down. It's just a matter of whether we reach here or go lower. So this is actually a hourly trade that I'm seeing the opportunity of. And if markets open tomorrow on Monday, we have something like this which goes upwards, it'll lead into a potential sell this week. That happens. I'm not going to take the sell from anywhere here, right? So I'd want this to prices to break out, ideally on the upper end, because I'd want prices to come round about here. If we get a range between here and here, let me draw this better. If we get a range between here and here, that would be great. So if we have prices shoot up there and then range here, that will be awesome, because that will give this move enough time to smooth out and for these sellers to again get interested here to take it all the way down. Now the chances of this going past this level, I think is quite high. Going past this level, I think is quite high. For a number of reasons. One, let me go back into this actually. Reason one is that will make a bit more sense to all of this messiness. Because if it comes down to this line, great, because we know this is where the buyers are. I'm trying to identify the last set of buyers here. It's quite messy to look at it, because you can say it was this guy, but all of these are also important, right? So when prices come down, the buyers who'll be waiting for prices to come down could be anywhere here, is what I'm thinking. So the further down this comes, the more of a sign I'll have of where the last, or not the last, but where the last buyers with strength are, whether it's here, 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 or here. I think the chances of it coming all the way down to this level is unlikely. I think we're going to see a push upwards first before the big push down. So the question is, where is this move down going to come down to? where these sellers coming down to. Are they coming down to here? I think so. And the stronger they get, the more of a sign that this sell is going to happen soon on an even bigger horizon. Because this all of this is a sign that things are turning, right? So I want to see how prices play out. Right now, I'm looking at this more as a short term. And if what I'm seeing happens for the long term, there'll be one more push up. And this time when the push up happens, I doubt it will reach these highs. Number one. Number two, if it does, I want to see less strength than these set of buyers who made all of this push upwards. I want to see less strength. So I want to see more staggeredness. Although this is already staggered, all of that is already staggered. I want to see more of it the next time prices are going up, which will be, I doubt it will be this week. This week, I think this sell is going to happen and most likely complete. As in, by the end of this coming week, we'll know where this sell has ended up, either here, or indeed lower. My anticipation is it will reach here. Another reason why I think the sell is likely to go down even further is because other markets are going to get involved in the sell, I believe. See, even on this, it's hard to say where the buyers and sellers are. The last set of buyers are these guys all the way down here, and they made all of this push up, right? And what we're seeing now is a potential pullback, but all of this push up happened way back there, right? So when the sell happens, there's a question of where the seller is going to end up. Because here's the latest SNR, but this guy is ultimately the guy. So prices can indeed come all the way down to here or here, potentially. Which leads me to say, when the sell happens in FTSE, I believe it's going to happen in other markets as well. And other markets have a long way to go to either bend this that's coming down. In order for that to happen, you kind of need a sharp drop. Let's see, Wall Street and Germany are more the same. Although I have levels in Germany, it's very similar to Wall Street. Those are the last guys with strength. All of these are just very minor areas where the buyers reloaded, but all of this is one move upwards. And what we're seeing now is first sign that these sellers are coming down. I reckon to at least here. If they come down in sync with FTSE is gonna be the one to go potentially further, but definitely quickest. which is why I say if this breaks this level, it could come all the way down to, it can reach where this line is, so where these buyers are, or could reach here. All of these are areas where the sellers can come down to. So in this case, it will be worth holding on to the sell. And just gauging them. Yeah, all of this is an area of interest to me. These are all kaboom areas where buyers are, and they can react from any one of these points. They're all over the place. So I think, to be on the safe side, I think I'll take the sell down to here. And just let the take the sell down to here. Let the buyers show where they are, where they're gonna make a move from, and take it from there. Well, yeah, this week the sell, ideally from between here and here, taking prices all the way down to here, which will be a nice chunk of change. The best part of a 100-point move, at least. Maybe even more, maybe 120, 140, but at least 100-point. Okay, I'll leave this there for now. If something exciting happens during the week, I'll make another video. Otherwise, at some point next weekend, I'll have another review of things. There'll be more data then, so I can make have a better read of the markets. All right, I'll leave this there for now. Bye for now.